Namaskar. I am Minati Naik, English teacher in Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences. I welcome you to this e-learning session. In this session, I will teach you the rest part of the tense, that is types of sentence, types of tenses. In this session, first I will teach you the different types of tenses you have to know. In earlier class, in last class, you have come through the difference between time and tense, verb forms, tense, and through examples you have also come to know about the how to identify the tense and time. So in this session, I will discuss about the types of tenses. First, you have to know the how many types of tenses are there in English grammar. Students, there are mainly two types of tenses: present tense, past tense, and future is called time. So why future is called time? You have to know future is called time because it does not have its own verb form. It always takes the help of different verb expressions to express itself. That's why it has not been included in tense. But whatever it may be future tense or it may be future time. Question will come in exam from future. We have to face the questions. We have to answer the questions. It may be future time, it may be future tense. It does not matter. So we have to clear our concepts on future. I hope in these sessions I will try my level best to make you comfortable in tense. So listen. First, present tense, past tense. And each tense is divided into four forms: simple or indefinite, progressive or continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. Have you noted down? Please, you note it down. First is simple or indefinite. Number 2, progressive or continuous. 3, perfect. 4, perfect continuous. So each tense has four forms. So we have three tenses, or future may be time, whatever it may be. Present, past, future means 4 into 3, 12. You have to know 12 tense forms. First, present tense. In present tense, you have your present simple or present indefinite, present progressive or present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. Yes, you have understood, students. Again, I am explaining. In present tense, you have present simple or present indefinite, present number 2, present progressive or continuous, 3, present perfect, 4, present perfect continuous. Just like that, in past also, simple past, past progressive or continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. Again I am saying simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. Same thing in future, it will be easy for you to know. Simple future, future continuous, future perfect, future perfect continuous. So 4 into 3, 12 tense forms you have to know. You have to know how to construct it. You have to know how to use it. So this is tense. So first I will discuss about the rules, how to construct the verb forms in tense. So you will see the table. First see the table. Present tense, simple forms, progressive forms, perfect forms, perfect, progressive or continuous forms. In present tense, present simple, first form plus s or es. First form already I have told you, verb has 4 forms: first form, second form, third form, fourth form. First form means V1. So V1 plus s or es. S or es, B1, I have already told you, or again I will explain where we will use only V1 and where you will use V1 plus S or ES. In next classes I will discuss in details. So next, progressive. Simple form B1 first form plus B plus B1 S or ES. Take one example, eat, eat or eats. Progressive form am, is, are plus first form. First form means, students, you keep in your mind B1 form plus ing means am, is, are plus V1 form plus ing. Where we will use am, where we will use is and are, I will discuss in next when I will discuss the each tense forms in details. So, if we will take the same verb eat, I am eating. Next, perfect form, have or has plus third form of the verb. Third form, already I have told you, V3 form, eat, ate, eaten. So, has or have eaten. Perfect progressive form, has or have been plus B1 plus ing. First form is B1, so has or have been eating. Where we will use has been eating, where we will use have been eating, I will discuss in detail in next classes. So same thing we will discuss in past. In past, simple past form. Simple past form means the B2 form. B2 form or the second form of the verb. B2 I had discussed go, went. Here eat, ate. B3 next, progressive form, was or were plus V1 or the first form of the verb plus ing. Was, were, eating. Third is perfect form. Perfect form means in present perfect you have used has and have plus V3. There you have to find out what is the subject here, where we will use has, where we will use have. But in past perfect form you will use only one word, that is had. It is same for all subjects plus V3 or the third form of the verb means had, eaten. So fourth one, past progressive or past continuous form. Had been plus first form or the V1 form plus ing. Same thing, you go to the present perfect continuous, has or have been plus V1 plus ing. There you have to choose where I will use has, where I will use have. But here only one word, had been. It is same for singular, plural, all first person, second persons and third persons. So had been eating. Third, future. For future, the simple form is shall or will plus B1 or the first form of the verb. Shall, will, eat. Next one is progressive form, future progressive. Simple future, future progressive or future continuous. Will be plus first form V1 form plus ing. Will be eating. Third form, perfect form. Will have plus third form or V3 form of the verb. Will have eaten. And the fourth form is present future perfect continuous. So that form will have been plus first form again B1 plus ing. Will have been eating. So students, in this session I have discussed about the different tense form rules. You have to keep it in your mind. You have to understand it and you have to use it in verb forms when you will construct the sentence, so that you will not face difficulty, your sentence will not be wrong. You will be able to speak and write correctly in a structured way. So students, you have come to know the rules of different tense forms, means 12 tense forms: present 4, past 4 and future 4. So you do one thing, you take out your notebook, write different verbs, whatever you want. Suppose I am giving example, you write go, eat, drink, write. Different tense verbs you write and try to make the different verb forms of different tenses. Suppose example I am giving, one verb I am taking, take write. First you have to know the 3 verb forms, V1, V2, V3. I have taken one verb, which verb? Write. First you have to know write V1, wrote V2, written V3, means present, past and past participle. This is the first step. You have to know the first 3 verb forms of the verb. Then after you have to make, only you change the verb forms according to the different tense forms. Right. One example I am giving, and the rest verbs, it is your task, you have to do. Write simple present, write or writes. Minimum this thing you do, then after you will learn how to construct the sentence. This is the rest part. Now only you change the different tense forms of different tenses. Simple present, write, writes. Present progressive or continuous, am, is, are. B1 plus ing means write plus ing. Am, is, are writing. Present perfect, has, have, V3, has, have written. Present perfect continuous, has, have been writing. B1 plus ing, writing. Same thing you will do in past tense. B2 only, simple past, wrote. Past continuous or progressive, was, were plus V1 ing, was, were writing. Perfect, had plus B3, had written. Perfect continuous, had been plus V1 ing, had been writing. Same thing you will do in future, simple future, shall, will write, shall will be writing, shall will have written, shall will have been writing. Shall will have written, shall will have been writing. So same thing you will apply to other verb forms and you will write in your copy, so that it will help you to practice. I hope in this session you have cleared about the different tense forms and you will be able to use these tense forms in different verbs. So next I will teach you about how to use it in sentences. I will see you soon. Thank you. In this session, I am going to teach you the rest part of tense. Students, in last class, I had discussed about the tense rules. I had discussed by taking one verb, that is write. So, in present tense, I had already discussed there are 4 forms in tense. In every tense we have 4 forms: simple, continuous, perfect, continuous. I had taken one verb, write. It is in present simple, write, writes. Present continuous, am, is, are writing. Present perfect, has, have written. Present perfect continuous, has, have been writing. Same thing in past tense, past simple, B2, wrote. Past continuous, was, were writing. Past perfect, had written. Past perfect continuous, had been writing. Same in future, simple future, shall or will write. Future continuous, shall will be writing. Future perfect, shall will have written. Future perfect continuous, shall will have been writing. Now we will discuss all the tenses one by one. Then I will teach you the uses. I think you will enjoy this class and you will be able to understand in details. So first we will go for present tense. So first in present tense, first form is present simple. Its rule is already I have taught you, subject plus V1 or V1 plus S and ES. Where I will use only V1, where I will use V1 or S or ES, that I will show you through this table. Now you see this table. First already I have told you, please take out your notebooks, you write down the important points what I am discussing. Until unless in other chapters in direct, indirect or in active, passive, you will face difficulty. So first you note down my important points so that it will be easy for you. First you see in positive, I have taken one verb, that is work. I have made a table, positive, made it positive, negative, interrogative. You see the table one by one. I work. I first person singular number. I have used this verb work because first person singular number does not take S with its verb. Next is you work. You is second person. So second person also does not take verb S with the verb. Next you see he, she or it works. It works, he works, she works. These are the third person singular numbers. You should keep in your mind that third person singular numbers always take S with their verbs. Clear? Next, we work. We, in first row, I have told you I. I is the first person singular number. We, first person plural number. So plural number never take S with their verbs. So we, the first person plural number. We work. They, plural number. I, he, she, it, plural is they. They work. They will not take S with its verb. Same thing, same sentences I have taken in negative. I work. In negative, I have made it I do not work. Student, here you listen. When you will convert a sentence to negative, you have to find out the auxiliary verb. I work. Where is the auxiliary verb? Work means do plus work. Works means does plus work. Worked means did plus work. So I work, I do not work. Then I have made it interrogative. Do I work? The verb, auxiliary verb will come to the first, then subject, then verb, then question mark. You work, you do not work. Work, do plus work. When I will convert it to negative, do not. You do not work. Interrogative, do you work? The auxiliary verb will come to the first, then subjective, then verb, then question mark. Same thing, you see, he, she, it works. Works means already I have told you, work, does plus work. So when we are making it negative, converting it to negative, how we are doing? He or she or it does not work. When again we are converting to interrogative, does he or she or it work plus question mark. Like this all other sentences I have done. So now you have already know the rules of present simple, how to construct the sentences, because tense plays an important role in sentence construction to write and speak correctly. So already in simple tense present we have already known that how to make the sentences, but now the question is how to use it, which is most important in class 10. So what are the uses of present simple? This present simple is used for general truth or general fact. General truth or general fact means universal truth. Nobody can deny. All have to accept. English is spoken all over the world. English is a language which it is a global language. It is spoken all over the world. Nobody can deny it. So this is a universal truth or the fact, general fact. Another sentence I have taken, the earth moves around the sun. The earth moves around the sun. The sun is not moving around the earth. The earth is moving around the sun. The earth moves around the sun. This is also the universal truth. So here we use present simple. Next is habitual action. What is habitual action? What we do every day. It is our habit. Habitual. We brush every day. We take bath every day. These are the habitual actions. So I have written, my father goes to office every day. My father goes to office. What is the verb here? Goes. Goes means it is in present simple. My father, already I have discussed, third person singular number. So verb goes, not go, goes. So it is the habit of my father to go to office every day. So this is the habitual action. Here we have used present simple. Mittu leaves the bed at 5 a.m. It is the habit of Mittu to leave bed every day at 5 a.m. It is his habitual action. So verb leave. Leave, leaves. Mittu third person singular number. Here we have used leaves. So this is also in present simple for habitual action. Third one is law of nature. Law of nature means what? What is the law of nature? Rules and regulations. We cannot avoid it. It is the rules and discipline of nature. But the sun rises in the east. Every day the sun rises in the east, not in west. And it sets in the west, not in east. So it is the discipline of nature. When we come to this point about the discipline of nature, we use present simple form of the verb. So the sun rises, rises. The sun sets in the west, set, sets. So we have used the present simple form of the verb. They arrive in first sentence, rise, rises. In second sentence, set, sets. Third person singular number, sun. Another point for scientific truth. Present simple form is used for scientific truth, which we can prove scientifically. How? Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. We can prove it. It is scientifically proved that in 100 degrees Celsius, the water will boil. So this is everybody has to accept and we can prove it scientifically. So when the sentence is scientifically proved, it will always take present simple form of the verb. Here boil, boils. Every action has opposite and equal reaction. Every action has opposite and equal reaction. This is one law which is scientifically proved. So this sentence, in this sentence, we have used the present simple form. What is that? Has. Another point for conditional clauses. What is conditional clauses? In complex sentence, in sentence when you will learn, in that chapter, you will come to know about the complex sentence. When you will learn about the types of sentences, you will learn complex sentence. In complex sentence, you will find clause. There, adverb clause you will find. So, in adverb clause, one is if clause. That is conditional. Condition. Condition means sharta. Condition. What is for condition? If you heat ice, it melts. It is zero conditional. If you heat ice, if you put ice on fire, automatically it will melt. No condition. So this is conditional. If you heat ice, it melts. So it is zero conditional. So in these conditional sentences, zero conditional sentences, we always use the simple present form of the verb. Another sentence example I am giving. If you kick the ball, it rolls. If you kick the ball, it rolls. Means when you will kick ball, at that time automatically it rolls. So this is also the conditional. There is no condition with it. This is zero conditional. So if you kick the ball, it rolls. Then another for planned future action. For planned future action, already you keep in your mind, present simple is used for future time. In future time, present simple is used. It is for planned future action. First you keep in your mind, it is for official time, calendar time and departure time. What is official time? Our exam starts next week. Our exam starts next week. Next week means next week has not come, it is in future. But we have used which tense form? Start. Starts means it is in present simple form. So the action will take place in next week. but already it is planned, it is official order, we cannot change it. Officially it has been decided. So here we use the present simple form of the verb. Our Prime Minister visits Corona affected area next week. Prime Minister's visit to Corona affected area will take place in next week, in future. But it is pre-planned. Our PM Narendra Modi will come. It has been fixed. So we cannot change his planning. So it is official time. So there we have used present simple form visits. Rajdhani Express leaves Delhi at 5 p.m. and arrives Bhubaneswar at 7 a.m. It is the departure time. Rajdhani Express departure time is fixed. We cannot, it may be accidental, it may be changed, but we cannot change it. So here also we use present simple form. Another, Gandhi Jayanti falls on 2nd October. It is calendar time. We cannot change it. Gandhi Jayanti will fall on 2nd October. So when we use present simple form of the verb for future use, students, you keep in your mind 3 things. One is official time, number 2 is departure time, third is calendar time. There we use present simple form, because in other tense forms also we will discuss for the future time. There you will be confused. Here 3 things you keep in your mind. Next is for permanent state. Permanent state what? Amay lives in America. Amay lives in America means America is the permanent place of Amay. Amay lives. Here lives means present simple form. I am a doctor. I treat sick people. So this is my permanent state. I have to treat the people, sick people. So I am a doctor because it is my profession. I am a doctor. I treat sick people. Treat. Treat is in the present simple form. Next use is for proverbs. Proverbs, you know, morning shows the day. Morning shows the day. It is one proverb. This proverb is used when we use one proverb. Morning shows the day, make hay when the sun shines. In this proverbs, we always use the simple verb form of the tense simple verb form. So here again another thing I am discussing, the adverbials usually, every day, often, daily, sometimes, always, generally. These verb forms, these adverbials always take simple present verb forms. You should keep in your mind these keywords which will help you to find the error in grammar and to write it correctly. Students, in this session this is all, and in next session I will teach you the present continuous form of the verb. So I think you have understood it and you will enjoy the present simple form, so that next session it will not be difficult for you and for me. Thank you.